Oh, my name is Dr. Catherine Cordova, and I used to teach cultural reporter. That's where this story came from. I was assigned by a magazine to do this story, and I wrote it, and they haven't picked it up, so I don't know. You may see it in print someday, you may not, I don't know. I used to teach a class called Cultural Reporter at Taos High School, and we were the pilot school for the nation for Smithsonian's Museum of American History. And so as part of that, the students would go out and research their community and do some museum exhibits. Well, one time we were doing the cemeteries of the community, and the students that were doing the Carson Historic Cemetery came and said, Mrs. Cordova, you know, the records they gave us said 3 women, and that's all. And we noticed that their grave is like, it's covered with blacktop in humps. And we own Taos Historic Walking Tours, so we already had a background on that. And I said, well, legend has it, or lore has it, because you know, when you're, after many years, stories change and they're just different. So I said legend. I was very careful. Has it that these 3 women were witches, and that they would conspire and harm people and stuff. And so they died very close in proximity to one another, and people were afraid. We don't want to be buried near them. They might still have some powers and, you know, all this kind of thing. Very superstitious people. So they buried them next to each other just as they would die. And then somehow, I don't know when or how, but they had gravestones, and they were like exploded. If you go and look, it looks like there was an explosion, and there's like a little metal post in one of them. And then, I don't know who did this, but they put that blacktop to keep them in their grave so they would not cause problems, especially since their gravestone had erupted. But I'm suspicious that maybe some of the local people maybe put a little stick of dynamite in their tombstone, you know. But then part of the legend, to top it off, says that because in eternity we will not know their names. They are just 3 witches of Taos who are buried under blacktop so that we keep them there. We don't know their names, and these cemetery records do not have their names either. So that is the story of the 3 graves in the Kit Carson Park.